all right, there's going to be a vlog portion and a song portion today. I'm going to do the vlog now and the song later. I don't know what the song is going to be yet, but check this out. Gummi pizza. Yupi is not actually a Thai company. It's an Indonesian gummy candy company, but we got it here in Thailand. And so I have the gummy pizza hookup. If you want a gummy pizza, you never tried this, you don't have this in your hometown, wherever that may be, I'm having a lot of trouble opening this, and you want one, I will send you one. Just give me your address, and I will send you one. You can pay me back for postage, but you don't have to. And if any of you could be here right now and help me open this, that would also be great. All right. I don't know. I mean, I can imagine what it tastes like, right? It just looks like pizza and it's gummy. But here's a story. Once I was hiking again. You know what? This was maybe the same hiking trip that I talked about last vlog that I talked about hiking. And my cat says, "Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain." Now, I like that. I just learned that Neil Young song. So it was in May, in the month of May, and I was in the Berkshires, and I was hiking, and I didn't have a tent. I was going lightweight, and so I had just to move from shelter to shelter, and that didn't always work out, so I had some interesting sleeps there on the trail. But one time, what had happened, I didn't bring much food with me, because I didn't care. I was like, I'm going for 2 weeks. What do I care? I'm not going to think about nutrition for 2 weeks. I'm just going to bring some stuff to put in my mouth. It's enough, right? So I brought a couple of apples, ate them in like the first day. I think I threw one away. I was like, I don't need an apple. Get that out of here. A tube of peanut butter. Basically, I had a tube of peanut butter, and I had some gorp, some trail mix. And that's all. So eventually I had like finished the tube of peanut butter, and I just had some trail mix. So I just ate trail mix. Because it's good enough, right? And this day in May, up in the Berkshires, it snowed. And that was unexpected, to say the least. So it snowed. I didn't have proper winter clothing, obviously, because it wasn't winter. I just had like a thin shell that was my raincoat. It acted as my raincoat. It was a North Face shell kind of thing. Ooh, North Face. But I put on everything I had to stay warm. I didn't have gloves or anything, so my fingers were just freezing. My toes were freezing. I was walking in. I just had some running shoes on. And I got very, very cold, but I just kept on walking to keep warm, and eventually everything was white. The hills were just covered in white, which made it really hard because at that point, going through the Berkshires, I was on a white blaze trail, which means, for those of you who haven't done that, the trees every once in a while along the trail, because the trail is not always, it's not a road, it's a little sentier going through the woods. There will be a tree with a white strip of paint on it, so you can see up ahead that's where the trail goes. And it was wet because it was cold, but it wasn't that cold. It was May, right? So it was very wet snow on the ground, and wet snow also falls sort of sideways when it's windy and clings to the trunks of trees. So all the trees were coated in white, in snow, and suddenly there's no more trail because it's white on the ground and it's white on the trees. And so I was actually, at a certain point, going up to trees and rubbing off the snow with my hand to see if there was a white mark of paint. And this is not every tree. They have them, every number of meters, like every 20 meters or something. So I was just sort of blindly looking around, like white here, white there, guessing, if I were making a trail, I'd go up that way. I got lost, but not badly. Anyway, I stopped for lunch, and I had a Ziploc bag with my gorp in it. And at that point, that's all I had to eat. And I was hungry because I was hiking. But I'm not one of those people that, it gets to be mealtime. It's like your regular mealtime. You're like a cat or something, and you start whining. Like, you can't carry on a decent conversation because you're hungry. You just, in your mind, you need food. I've been walking along the street to a restaurant with people, and we're having what I think is an interesting conversation, and they said to me, well, this was one person, and she said to me, she was like, can we stop talking just until we get to the restaurant, because I can't focus until I eat. Anyway, it wasn't that bad, but I wanted some food, and it was in a Ziploc bag, and I couldn't open it. My fingers were wet, of course, and not quite frostbitten. You know, it's like maybe would be better if they're numb because they feel hot because they're so cold. And and the plastic bag was slippery, and so I was just like kind of grasping with my. I couldn't get a grip on anything because you know when your hands are really cold, you can't. You ever wake up in the morning and you can't make a fist? That doesn't happen to me much anymore, but when I was a kid, all the time. I don't know why. Anyway, and so I was grabbing it like with my teeth and just trying to open the Ziploc bag, and I couldn't do. I failed at this task. I was at the time like 20 years old, you know, a fairly able-bodied young adult, and I couldn't do it. I tried for like 15 minutes to get this Ziploc bag open to eat the food that was inside it, and I failed. And so I put the Ziploc bag of trail mix back in my bag, and I kept on walking, and I didn't get lunch that day. And that's what I'm experiencing right now with this gummy pizza. Anyway, but if you want a gummy pizza, like I said, I'll mail you one. You just let me know, and you can pay me back for the postage or not. Whoa! Success! Here we go. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. That looks like, what does it have on it? That looks like a prawn. Maybe that's a prawn on top and a pickle. So this is a prawn and pickle gummy pizza. I'm gonna see how it tastes. Oh, it's sublime. I will send you your very own Yuppie gummy pizza. Let me know in the comments. Give me your address. It's gonna be horrible and awesome. You know what? No song. It's too long already. I keep blabbing. Have a wonderful day.